Hello and welcome to Gavra Racing here, and we are here with GTE for tonight, which is Thursday night as always. And to bring you this is me, James or Cadwell, and as well we have with us Didux and of course Didux or Ethan. So hello.
Hello, James, and it's very lovely to be back. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to the Spa-Francorchamps. Quite a historical track here in the heart of Belgium. You know, it's really one of the most iconic tracks. There is many other tracks in Belgium, but this one really stands out. I don't know if you've ever been to this track, James, or seen it on television, but it's always an iconic track, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never actually been. I've seen it on TV, and I was here in an F1 league last night, so I can tell you lots about that if you want. But yeah, can we? One thing I just want to tell you. Can we have the map of the track on, and that'll be enough?
Yep.
If that's alright.
Yeah, you can actually.
There we go. Oh, sorry. You were about to say something. Sorry.
So welcome on to Spa-Francorchamps. It's going to be an interesting day today. Maybe in the race we might be able to get some other winners instead of Flip as he is winning. Well, he's won all the rounds so far, including the pre-season. So hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit more competitive this race round. But we'll have to wait and see, especially in qualifying, see how people deal with these conditions. Looks like to be a little bit overcast at the moment. Maybe get a little bit more sunshine. Don't think we'll get any rain. In this Thursday night, I don't think we'll get too much rain. Hopefully we do, but it doesn't look like it, and I think the sun will come out towards the end of qualifying as we just run up Boston Road in the lovely BMW. James, who are you really looking out for this qualifying and race session? Who do you think's got it?
We're hoping for a bit more of Lonnie and faster this week. Last week, if you didn't know, absolutely brilliant they were. Some brilliant racing last week from them. They came second and third. And I thought for most of the race last week that Lonnie was going to win the race. If you didn't watch last week, I'll just quickly give you a spoiler. Not a spoiler, but I'll give you some information about last week's race. For the first 40 minutes, just over 45 minutes, it was Flip and Lonnie who were all the time under 5 seconds apart from each other until then, and then after that it stretched to 15-20 seconds after that. So yeah, if you want to watch the rest of the race and find out actually what happened to Lonnie and all of that, then go and find the previous race. You can do. But yeah,
thank you very much.
So
here you go.
Yeah, so basically, all I'm going to say is that it's going to be between Flip and Lonnie today for the win. This is just practice, by the way.
Yes, this is just practice, not qualifying just yet, so I have to wait and see. And Boston Road has disconnected, unfortunately. Hopefully, this is not what we keep on getting with the lobby.
Do what we did this with F1, and we start the session. Come on, come on. Okay,
I didn't hear any of that.
Do what you did in F1 and we start the session. Hello?
Yeah?
Do what you did in F1 and we start the session. Okay. It's probably his mic. I don't know. Can you still hear me, everyone?
I can still hear you, but I don't get what you mean.
What you did in F1?
Yeah.
Do you know you restarted the session?
Yep.
Because Boston Road's retired, we should restart the session. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a funny joke. That's a really funny joke. If anyone doesn't know, the Formula 1 on Tuesday night, unfortunately, we had to restart the session a few times due to basically lag. So, Not been too great for PlayStation so far. We've already got one disconnect, and Tuesday was, I can't really swear, was a bad show. But some people will be able to know what I actually mean. Let's have a look at the comments real quickly. James Beatty say hi, what's up mate? Nothing's really up, we're just here for practice here at Spa-Francorchamps. Let's see what Flip can do already in these practice sessions. 2 minute 15. a long way, let's say, off the pace of Formula 1 cars. But you can only put a 2 minutes 17.8. Now, I have many different motorsports that enter into this race. Really, we have Formula 1. We have the 12 hours of Spa-Francorchamps from the WEC. With that, so we have a 6-hour. I believe we have a 24-hour and a 12-hour. One is the Blanchain 12 hours of Spa, and we have a 24 hours from the WEC.
Blancpain.
Is it?
Well, it's actually called from like a 20. It's called 20. It's just by there's a YouTube channel called 20. I think it's just 24 hours. You can just watch it. It's just a 24-hour race with different categories. And they, if you didn't know, recently they did a TCR 500, which is 500 laps of here, which they did in 23 hours and 2 minutes.
We have some stuff to cover over while some news during the race. Most of it being about Formula 1 with the terms of Renault. Something to do with Twitch, which I'll tell you later. And the brand new patch update for Formula 1 2019, which is actually quite a good update, which we'll talk about later. And James, I'll fill you in if you don't know of any of those, but I'll fill you in with details like that. Let's have a look at comments real quickly. James Peter say, what is your best part of this track? And do you like this track? James, I'll let you answer that first.
Hello to everyone again. Yeah, the best part of this circuit would have to be from that sweeping corner just before the last corner, and the last corner would be my favourite part. The worst part, and I'm going to say this now to all of you who listen to this is not a dig at any F1 league, but I did an F1 league last night, which was their GP2, which was their second best division, right? And they were racing around here, 20 cars all loaded into the session. Everyone raced. We had 12 laps completed out of 22, right? Because we do a 50% race, and we had lost 10 of the cars, all at a Rouge and Radion as well. And there you go. But anyway,
not good.
As I'm saying, the best part is the last bit where it's a sweeping corner to the bus stop. I like that part of the circuit, and yes, I do love this circuit. It's a really nice circuit. And if you want to know, as we stay on board with Andy quickly, I'm just going to tell you this because this is the pointless fact I know. Where Andy is now, they have made on the side that the camera was on. They've on this game, an F1 game, you have a grandstand there. They've taken the grandstand out and they've made World Rally, is it Rallycross? They've made a Rallycross circuit.
I believe it is.
On the opposite side and that, as Led the Irons has left the session, so another person leaving the session. But anyway, back to you, sorry about
that. I do actually quite like this track as well, James, to answer your question as well. It's a very nice track, it's very flowing, and you can get it right and get it wrong. It's a bit like the Nordschleife, not terms of it's so tight and there's trees all around you. I'm just saying that it is quite flowing, and there's some parts where you have to take it so fast, such as this corner coming up called Pouon. You have to take this at insane speeds. Formula 1 cars take these at 180 miles an hour. Absolutely incredible speeds. So, as you can see, it's very easy to get that corner wrong. Just your rear end, it's taking so much temperature, the rear tyres, and also the air has to push down the rear wing, and it's just not able to keep up. So that's why he spun there and didn't really get any advantage out of it, just going a little more faster. But other parts of the track where it's quite my favourite part is El Rouge and Radion, if you were to call it, so Radion and El Rouge. Another part is Les Combes, is turns 7, 8 and 9, the complex, before going down to the corner, which I believe is Brussels. So that's mine. So, Aguilera, we didn't finish off his lap, and he goes into the pit while we finish off practice here. Try and go with someone who just put a time flip around about 6/10 away from Lonnie, who's having a little bit of rave there. Never seen that before. Faster, currently just about to finish off his lap. Can he go a little more closer to Lonnie? Yes, he can. He can go Faster, yep, Faster can go 6/10 behind, not too far away from Flip in the Porsche. And Lonnie's still doing a rave. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, but
yeah,
it's something a sight.
I'd love to be him right now.
Yep, I think if you're sick after a while.
Let's just get drunk. That's what I can say. We've had a comment. We had a comment just come through. Well, a few actually. Tobias, who we haven't, hello mate, long time no see, saying let's go ESR. Thomas, which is ESR Chef, says good evening, go ESR. And Damien Johnson says hope Flip doesn't win and go Lonnie and Faster.
We've got some ESR boys tonight.
Woo, ESR, woo, yeah.
And someone has also said Lonnie shows off some dance moves. Yes, he really does.
We've still got a few cars to finish, so who are still to finish?
I think we've got Boston Road to finish off in the BMW. The BMW, I think, will struggle around here just a little bit because they haven't got the acceleration speed that they really need out of some corners, including at the weight of the car. That almost definitely unsettle the car as well, going through such corners as Pouon and Rouge. We've also got Endex finishing off. No, he's backed off his lap. ID4 in the Ford about to finish off, but right in front of him is Boston Road, so we'll keep with Boston Road to the end. Goes past the start-finish straight, and he will go once it updates. And actually, let's finish off our practice session there then. I don't think Boston Road, yeah, he did. He got himself in 8th place. Well, that is the start of your little Thursday night of the free practice here at Spa-Francorchamps. Lonnie in first, Flip behind, and Faster in third.
If you didn't know, guys, we have basically just to tell you that Cromdex can't make it tonight. So if you remember GT3, the guy in the Bentley, that's Snaker, he's here tonight to jump in his place. So Snaker's here to be in his place. That's the only thing I had to report.
Thank you very much. I didn't actually know that. So thank you very much.
Well, yeah, if you didn't know that, to all of you people here, Snaker's not normally here. Snaker's a GT3 driver. He was last season when we did GT3. Can we have the map up? And that's enough then. No, thank you.
Yep.
That's all we ask for is the map. There we go.
Not the time on the screen, the map.
Oh.
So as we will do every single time we're going to a qualifying session this season, James predicts qualifying .limited.
Ooh, I don't know really. I think it'll be as it was last time. I think it'll be flip on pole. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it'll be as they're side by side there. Really don't know why you're side by side to Radion and Rouge, but okay. And Rouge and Radion, but okay. I'll go flip pole.
Yep.
Lonnie second and Faster third. I'll go for, and then if Allo Champs is here. Let's just check. Yeah, he is. I'll put Allo Champs down in a good position as well, in about 5th, which is in 4th. Allo Champs 4th. So there you go. Sorry for that little bit of lag just then. There was a little bit of lag. I do apologise. It was because Led was just running back. I do apologise.
We'll fix now, and hopefully we won't get any more disconnects this session, and hopefully not this. We've had too many with the Formula 1 on Tuesday, and now we're getting them here as well in the GTE Project cars.
So yeah, I'm hoping for a bit more cleaner than last night. If you probably won't know, but there's a league called Speed Force Racing. I was commentating on that last night by myself, and we did have another commentator with me, but he was like wanted to talk very little, so it was like mostly me talking. And basically what happened was going in Eau Rouge, we went into Eau Rouge and Radion, and then first like 4 cars crashed each other out. Really disappointed in Radion. And then we went into Radion on lap 2, another car crashed out, and by lap 12, if you just joined, 12 cars were out. So not 12, 10 cars were out. So we finished with 10 cars, and we did there, which is bizarre because it's just never happened like that before. Oh, and actually, one car, somebody called Mike, was coming out the pits and crashed into the pit wall and broke his tyre off. So. Just gonna put it out there. Very disappointed last night we were with that, but yeah.
Well, I shall just one little quick thing. I don't know if anyone can see on their screens Flip's car, but he has actually hit someone on the front left bumper. Well, the front right for you guys viewing the stream. And we'll just go for a little lap on board. James, would you like to do the lap on board, or shall I?
You can.
Okay, well, we head down to turn 1 at last source. Quite difficult braking because
Well, I'm
you're
getting a
turning
drink.
and braking at the same time. You're going up towards turn 2 now. There's no name for this corner, but it's a little bit of a tight bend, and you always want to get a little bit to the right here. Swing it into Radion and then up to Erouge. Or is it the other way around? I can't remember now, but we've already passed turn 5 now, and we're onto the long Kemmel Straight. Very famous straight here. We've seen many incidents, especially with Michael Schumacher and Mika Häkkinen back in the 1990s and the start of the 2000s, heading down into Les Combes, one of the best complex in the Formula 1 calendar and the GTE calendar, heading towards turn 10 of Brussels. Always keep a tight line down here, and if it's getting better exits, you can just see, trying to keep that tight line, but unfortunately he's carrying too much speed. It does get a nice exit, and he will go down to turn 11 here, keep it tight, and then get on the power straight. You can go on that little AstroTurf, you know, the red and yellowish marker there. You can go on it, pull on, take it, brake, and then try and go as flat as possible, because you really want to go there as fast as possible, because you've got so much room to make up your speed. Going down into turn 13 and then the left-hander of 14 off campus, and headed down to turn 15 of Stavlot. Quite difficult as well because you're braking and turning at the same time, but he does quite well there, and he gets on the power quite quickly there. And this is the most controversial, the most crucial corner, because this heads onto a long straight and flip again, a lovely slipstream from the car in front. I don't know who the car in front is. It might be Hijacker. I don't know. You have to quote me on that. But yeah, this corner, he goes through turn 18 now, and he's heading up towards the bus stop chicane. Turns 19 and 20 right. Oh, that's gone a little bit deep there. Hasn't made up a huge chunk. You do want to keep it quite tight in there, but he gets on the power quite quickly. And will he go faster than ESR? And yes, he does, by 1 second. 2-minute 14. We were seeing 2-minute 15s, high 2-minute 15s in practice, and we're already seeing a second and a half increase. So already great stuff there from Flip. Let's also have a look at some other drivers who are trying to complete their laps right now. Led the Iron still at Poupon. K-Morse is at Brussels. Faster's about to complete his lap, unless this is not lap. And no, it isn't. He will go 8th place, 3.1 seconds behind Flip. So you can just tell the difference. Boston Rowe, 7th place. Not too bad for him so far, but I reckon he could do better. Led the Iron still just about to go down to the penultimate, one of the most crucial corners again. Turn 16, heading down towards turn 19 and 20. K-Morse, nearly the same place as Led the Iron. Husa about to complete his lap in the Chevrolet, and Gavra is actually here tonight as well, who's also at the bus stop chicane. Watch out with Husa 71. He's crossed the line now. He will go 11th place, not too bad from him. We'll see his teammate Gavra as he will go 13th place. I reckon he can do better. He's done very well at the start of the season so far, and hopefully he will be able to do better. Have a look at and Snap Woo, go Flip, go. Jukebox Gaming, hi Juke. Hey Chef, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good HB Racing, let's go Edix and Lonnie. We'd like to see Lonnie get right up there in Flip and hopefully challenge for the win this evening. Try and see if I can keep up with you and the Radical Chef. Go Gavra. Hopefully Gavra will be able to get better, because hopefully he can just get a little more closer. He's improving his time. He's almost about half a tenth off. He's taking Les Combes. He's taking a comb with them at the moment. Bollard. And he's going well so far. Thomas says, oh, I'm looking forward. I love this car, but my heart is in the 2002. Gotta love that period. Gotta love that period. So it's not been too bad. Just gotta wait for James to return after him getting himself a little bit of drink. As you can see, just a few drivers in the pits. Andy's about to come out. Also, Endex is about to come out, even weaving in the pit lane, which is quite surprising. Trying to get as much heat in the tyres. As you can see, he's still got a little more damage on that front. Yeah, I don't think the front bumper will come off, but you can definitely notice that, unless the quality is quite shocking on the stream, which hopefully it isn't. you'll be able to see a little bit of damage on the front of that bumper. Index just going for an outlap, and he's right behind the likes of the BMW. I don't know who that would be, but I don't know if anyone has seen it, but there was at the, I think it was 2018, the 12 hours of Spa-Francorchamps, the Ford went quite fast through there and completely destroyed the car, which isn't too great. I don't think I'd recommend anyone go watch it. It's quite a nasty crash. I think he didn't have any injuries himself, which is quite lucky with the safety that we have today, but it was quite a nasty crash. But let's see if Flip is on a flying lap as the camera tries to load up where the hell he is.
Hello.
And hello. How are you, James? Enjoy your drink?
Yeah, I've got it now. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Did you I don't know if you did, but did you see the crash this year, or was it this year or last year? I don't know if you weren't talking about it. You were talking about a Ford, right, crashing?
Yeah, so we're talking about a Ford crash. Are you talking about the Formula 2 crash?
No, did you see the LMP1 crash?
Yes, that was the same race, actually.
Yeah, basically, if you don't know, guys, I'll just explain. Going up a route he went, into Rajon he went, and then after Rajon, literally, his car flipped, literally in the air, flipped, and hit the wall, smacked it. The guy was fine, but it was like a really big impact. He like flipped up in the air and smacked the wall really hard. The camera couldn't really catch it. Caught him flipping, then it caught him there with just some smoke and him in the wall.
Oh, good.
Which is
a horrific crash. We get horrific crashes around here, don't we?
Yeah, I'm just going to give you the results, if you want, of last year. If you want. I'll give you the full 24. I'll give you the main race after the full at the flag. So here's the main race at the flag, right? So it's the 24-hour race, by the way. It's a GT3 race, right? So the car, it went Porsche 911 GT3R. Then it was an Audi R8 LMS GT3. Then it was a Porsche, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, Mercedes, BMW, Porsche were your top 9, and then 10th was another Porsche. So there you go. And then look who finished 11th. Brilliant job from the Honda Acura. Brilliant. But there you go. So that was your finish of the 24-hour race. There. It was
Flip's in the pits. He's not going. He looks like he was not gaining anything on that lap, and he's just going to pits now. So that is his qualifying over, and he is provisional pole position. But Boston Rowe isn't too far away. He's 4/10 behind, and I reckon he can make up that time on this lap. So we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that lap. Index as well, trying to put in a lap in the Ford.
Do you want me to tell you who Index is in for? Because Index is in for a driver tonight, but I can't think who.
Lonnie and who's Lonnie's teammate?
It's actually in the HLB team tonight, which I can tell you exactly who they are because I'm here tonight. We have a comment just come through if you want to read it.
Damian Johnson, almost Dwayne Johnson. What happened in the real Formula 1? In the Spa-Francorchamps this year?
Here we go. It was Marquez. He's not who's in for. I think he is. Is Marquez here actually? No, Marquez not. So he's in for Marquez tonight.
So we'd have to think Boston Rowe is just going to go for the bus stop chicane right now. Damien will answer that in 1 second. Boston Rowe going towards the pit straight. Is he going to be able to get pole position? No, he doesn't, I believe. Even Index doesn't get a pole position either. Improves by a little bit.
Just got ESR then to wait for, as he's pitted now, so we're done pretty much. He just put with Renault. So
we will answer that during the race.
Oh, by the way, so Boston Rowe has got a penalty, so he's not going to be second. Do you want me to tell you this, or do you want to do it? It's up to you.
What, Damien's question?
No, this one, the grid.
Oh, yeah, you do it. I did the practice.
So it's Flip, who's top. Then it's Boston Rowe second, Index third, Sins fourth, Hijacker fifth, Lonnie sixth, Andy seventh, Faster eighth, 9th is Snaker, but just to say, Boston Row will be now down to 3rd. ID4 in 10th, 11th Allo Champs, 12th Agulator, Led the Irons 13th, 14th K-Morse, 15th Husa, Gavra 16th, and that is your finishers. Just to tell you as well, the fastest lap was a 2 minutes 14.4, and the F1 cars in real life can do 1 minute 40s. So yeah.
I would just answer Damien's question.
We're looking at an empty grid. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at a full grid. To answer Damien's question real quickly.
Can you quickly just change car just to see if it's my glitch on my screen? There we go, we've got the full cars now. It was just looking at the back of the grid, never mind.
Alright, okay. To answer Damien's question, basically, Renault were using an automatic brake bias set system, such as, I don't know if anyone remembers the Williams from 1992 and 1993, where they had aided technology to improve their drivers, such as Nigel Mansell, and I think it was Nelson Piquet at the time. It was just driver aids, and Force India, Racing Point, put in a document and a claim that Renault were using this technology, and it was given an advantage. Depending on where they were on the track, it would change the brake bias settings, decreasing their lap times, and gaining them much more of a speed increase compared to other competitors. So Renault, the FIA were talking to about it, and Liberty Media was also talking to Renault and Racing Point. Renault have now been disqualified from Japan's race results, which means they do not get their 7 points they got, and they might talk after the Mexican Grand Prix to see if there's a more punishable ban for them, such as a fine of €1 million, and I believe disqualification from the season. So basically, they get absolutely no prize money from this season. And I believe we're about to get ready to go into Spa-Francorchamps race here for an hour and a half. Here we go, and it's like sound away we go. Flip get off to a decent start, but look at Endex. He's already alongside. He's already, I believe, in first already, and he's going around the outside of Flip. He over the better drive out the corner. And look at that, he's already challenging Flip for the lead here. And if we look further back, we'd see no movement changes. Flip just about getting it through, but Endex, look at Endex, he's going for it. And he's actually got it down the inside of Al Rouge. And he's made the place up, and he's now into the lead of the race. And Flip, because he had a little bit of a poor run up the hill, he's getting challenged by both the Corvette and the Ford going down to their comms. What a start there from Endex as Hijacker now goes down the inside, but Flip just has the better drive through Le Comps of turn 8. And what a start from Endex, already challenging James. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good from Endex. You could say it was a jump start, but I kid you not, it wasn't. From the lead he's got at the moment, you could tell you would think it's a jump start. It's not, but what a start, as you say. Great start as well. Has to be said. For Hijacker, up a couple of positions there. He is led the irons. Really good position from him, from 13th on the grid up to 8th. So he's now got better than he's qualified. And Gavra from last on the grid to the lead. And we already have a retirement today, so I don't know who that is, but we were down to 15 out of 16.
I love Christopher's comment, and then it's James. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Oh, Snaker retired. Snaker has retired from the race, ladies and gentlemen. Snaker has retired, so he's the retirement we've missed. Never mind. Yes, great comment.
That's made my day. Oh, it's hilarious. But Flip right on the back of Endex again. Oh, you just jinxed it, Christopher.
Endex, it's James. Great start. Do you remember? Was it in Japan? Valtteri said, "James, it's Valtteri."
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But
keeping up in the corners, but that Ford has better straight line speed. I mean, in La Source, he was right on the back of him, yet on the straight, he was nowhere near him. You can already see in the left hand side of the screen, see he's just about gained a tenth. He's gained 2 tenths just on the straight. Yet the Ford has just lost half a tenth going up Eau Rouge. So you can notice the difference there straight away. That Flip-Flip's got better cornering speed, but Jesus, Flip Index, he's either got a great car or a great setup.
Has he done it? Well, I can't see now, we can't. Sorry about this, but he has. There we go then. So Lonnie has got past Hijacker into third. A move which is happening in the background. And side by side in the background is ASR and ID4. So, well, yeah. But no, yeah, great start. But yeah, it was disappointing for Renault to have that. Which, you know, when they used that, they should have done better then in the race. Really, I think Renault should have, but they didn't. So, kind of.
Yeah, they didn't. I think they were most definitely faster, but they just got caught. So yeah, I mean, they should have been punished even more because you cannot use this technology that shouldn't really be used in these days. It should just be down to the driver. Just getting a few more comments in, but the Porsche should catch up in the tighter corners. Exactly, I think we'll be able to catch up in bus stop, La Source. That's the type of corners that will catch up because you can just see. And if we just run up off a flip all the way down the straight to the bus stop, you can just see Index pulling away. He's now 9 tenths. He's gained 3 tenths already on this straight. So the Ford is going. It's just running away. I would say the ruder word here, but unfortunately, this is a much more family audience. Flip goes a little bit deep there, and he won't get a great drive out of this at the final corner. And that's not really great. I think he's a bit under pressure, isn't he?
Yeah. I just don't know though. It's good from everyone. Gavra now gets a 1 second penalty. Well, it will be a 1 second penalty, I guarantee it. Down there, but yeah, everyone's battling away nicely. This is the closest battle. I think the second closest has to be. Has to be down the order between Champs and Boston Row, and they're side by side.
They're side by side right now, going towards Radio. No, they both touch, and one of them's in the wall. And now it's Boston Road pushing the Porsche of, I believe, who was in the Porsche? Champs. He just pushed him too much into the wall, and that will most definitely be a penalty after the race for Boston Road. He just pushed him way too much, didn't give the Porsche any room, and I think that car's got suspension damage as well. And the Ferrari's off as well, I believe that's faster, and he's in the wall, and great camera angle there, Jesus. And that was a camera angle and a half. How the hell did we get that?
Well, the gap's gone down from the... Sorry, I don't know how we got that camera view.
I have no clue.
But the gap's gone down to the lead. It was 0.9, it's now 0.6, so the lead gap has gone down, but so is ESR Andy. He's trying to pull away...
from Angulator.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got we've got stuff to talk about ourselves, as if you didn't know. So when we get to about 1 hour 10 minutes to go with the race, so we'll give ourselves around 20 minutes to focus on the race. After that, Ethan's got a few topics he wants to talk about, so we're going to talk about them. So
yes, which one we've already talked about, the Renault incident, and there'll be 2 more, and I'll find out 1 more.
If you want to, that is. Marquis says the Ford is untouchable with right setup. Whatever, yeah, because I'm going to say this, because last week you just did I think, was it last week or was it, no, the week before, you did your best quad finish, you came second, so, yeah, Fords are great, and the gap's now gone down to 0.3, so lead gap's closing.
It really is. If my controller will work, there we go, flip, oh my word, they're right on the tap, but as I keep on saying, that straight line speed at Index is just going to run away. But you can see how close they are in the corners. They are 2 tenths. And then look at the straight line speed. Actually, Flip's getting a bit of a slipstream here, and it's working actually quite well, but I don't think it'll just be enough. You can see them just going up through here. So 3-4-4 they were at the bottom of Eau Rouge. They're now well, actually keep them quite close to each other, and maybe he might be able to make a move with the late braking. Not just yet, doesn't it? Oh, and Endex is gone. Endex is gone. Endex has just spun. He spun. He's going to get in the way of other drivers. He's just got in the way of other drivers, and he's crashed one out.
What?
I believe. He just crashed.
Okay. Yeah, he probably has. Just give me 1 second. I will just. There we go. There we go. We're now back. We're fine. The notification setting has just been turned off. Notifications have been turned off. We're back.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
ESR Chef says, "What an accident."
That really was an accident.
What an no, not that one. He means. I think he means the one with Boston. What an accident. I think you have to blame the Project Cars contact system for that.
It's quite a difficult one to tell, Thomas. As you rightly say, the contact system ain't really too great in this game, but they were quite close to each other, and it was, I believe it was Boston Row.
Yep.
He just closed the door on him, and it really wasn't unfair. But we'll just have to wait and see after the race, see footage. So everyone hold their horses.
There's the leader then, because if he's crossing the line now. Oh, it's Flip and Lonnie side by side. They were just. Well, it looked like they were then, because they were.
I think Flip's gone a little bit too deep.
Wow.
So he's lost the lead again. And now Lonnie's in first. We've had 3 different race leaders so far in this race, which is absolutely crazy. We've had Lonnie, Flip, and Endex. Unfortunately, Endex having a little bit of spin. And I think Flip just went a little, as we were saying, a little bit earlier, that Flip does go quite deep into the last 2 turns, and I'm just seeing the blue screen. This is not good. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
it's just been the broken cameras on this game.
Yeah, it is. Snaker puts a high Snaker here. Wall 8 me. Engine was blown out. Sorry.
Not good.
Fair
not
enough.
Good.
Still in the pits goes Boston, where he's now a lap and a bit down. So he's now a lap and a half down, which is really not bigger for him. He's been in the pits now for 5 minutes down, so that means that he's nearly 3 laps down. Jeez.
Well, I think he's had some new tyres. I think he may have suspension damage from that little bit from that contact. You can see he's got a brand new front bumper, and he's away now.
Yeah,
but a lot of damage to that car.
He has to get a lot back in this race lane. He's apparently 5 minutes behind the leader, so
it's not great.
No, but we do have a battle in the race. It's between, of course, Allo Champs and K-More, so good to see 2 Porsches battling. We'll keep going for another 9 minutes, and then we'll do some just talk about random things, because we do have random things to talk about. Which, if you wanted to know today, is press day. Huzzah! We all love press day. Do we all love press day? No, not really, because we're not press. Oh, car off. Who's that? Oh, that's Led the Iron.
That is Led the Iron. So he's had a little bit of an accident there. The Porsches have not having a great day so far. Flip not having the best. Well, obviously he's still in second, but he would love to be in first. We'll definitely have him after the race and have a talk to him about today's race. Don't know if he has setup on today. He never really does, doesn't he? We always ask him, "Do you have a setup on?" He's like, "No, I don't know much about this game." That's always what it's like.
What's press day? Basically, it's like media and press day for F1 today in Mexico. So like media / press day, where all the F1 drivers have loads of interviews around the paddock and all that about stuff. I personally, I'm going to take this now. I don't think Renault, to all of you people out there, I don't think Renault are going to get a ban from the whole season.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
And
It's the FIA.
Yeah, I think it would be £1 million fine and a deduction of points, but nothing else.
Because we don't know how long they'll be running that spec for. I mean, they could only run it to the start of the season. So really, it's just a bit.
Anyway, let's have a look. Is there any other battles around the field? Or
Not
can we?
too many. We'll have a look at a race leader at the moment.
He's keeping that gap to 1.2 seconds quite nicely, really.
Yeah, he's doing actually quite well, and the Ford is doing really well. We saw Index doing quite well in the Ford, and now we're seeing Lonnie. So hopefully he can take the battle and in the championship.
We had a crash, and that means 2 cars are out. 2 cars are out of the race. 2 more have just retired. Let me just go back in the stream and have a look for you, because we just had 2.
Couldn't be. Christopher says they couldn't be running it from the start. We suspected might made sure of that. Yeah, but you have to remember they have to check every single team. I don't think Liberty Media and the FA have been too strict so far this season. So yeah, we just don't really know, because the FA couldn't point it out until Racing Point actually went and go and say, okay, they're gaining something here. What are they gaining? So, the FIA or anyone, or as you say, the inspectors, Liberty Media, they didn't know anything about it. So, as you rightly say, the inspectors would have just said, okay, they've got a legal car, they need to change it. Unfortunately, it is life, we always can't get everything right and wrong. And I'm seeing a blue screen again. This is brilliant. Okay, let's run on board. Oh, blue screen. Right, Index in 5th place. He's back. Oh, on the blue screen. I'm getting too many blue screens.
We just got, I think it's Faster, and I'm trying to think. One more. No, Gavra, no. ESR. Is there only one ESR racing? Yeah, one ESR's left. So, I think that may be ESR. Can you just check what ESR's racing now? Please.
Which ESR?
There's only one, I think. Yeah, one ESR's racing now. So if you can tell me which one that is, then I will find out who. There you go.
Andy.
So yeah, so Cinder's left as well. So Cinder and Faster have left the session.
Oh.
Due to a crash. So that's all it was, guys. Just a crash.
Just a crash. Never mind about it. Never mind.
Get
out of it.
So if you want to talk about something else now, we can do. For a little bit.
Sure. So we'll run board with Flip Flip, I guess, because that's probably the most interesting so far in the race. I want to talk about a few things. The first one is the brand new patch for F1 2019. If anyone plays F1 2019, which is pretty dead at the moment, to be honest with you. I mean, there's already been too many changes to the game since last year. That's my opinion. They've just released a brand new patch today, which includes the move of Alexander Albon to Red Bull and Gasly to Toro Rosso. So that is quite good. Nobody knew actually if Codemasters was going to do it. I didn't know if they were allowed to from Liberty Media, but that's really nice that we see that. It won't be implemented to career modes, current save file career modes, but we don't know if it'll be implemented to new save file career modes. We'll just have to wait and see on that, see how it all plays out. I haven't tested myself. Also, another update is, now, we always said right from the start, where people play F1 2019, they always said, well, there's always been the glitch where the AI got so much of an OP start from the start line from the grid. They would always get an OP start over you. You would do the best. You would do the best start you've ever done on this game. Yet you see, at least on a long straight such as Monza, you would still see about 3 cars overtake you on the grid, and it wasn't fair. So now the Codemasters now changed that so that means on an average, the AI starts are a lot less slower. Yes, Christopher, AI did get OP starts really. Yeah. I definitely noticed that. I don't know if you noticed that, James.
Yeah, they did, and it's even if. Well, I did a experiment where I went in 0 bot mode, where like the AI were like 0, right? and I then did I went when the lights went off. I went, and then for five cars went straight past me. I'm thinking, zero here. They wouldn't go that quickly in zero.
Yeah, that is a glitch, and now hope they've fixed it. Apparently, that the average start for the AI is a lot slower than before, which is great, but it isn't, properly slow that you'll get the best time every single time. And depending on your start, that will, decide where you really are heading down to turn one. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good update, which I've been wanting for ages, because my career modes, it's a bit like Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen only made, he made his first. So last year, Kimi Räikkönen in USA, starting from second, Hamilton on first, he made his first ever position gains before turn one. So that was his first ever. He would always lose a place or just keep his position. But because of that, he actually gained position from that.
Do you think we need an update in this game? As we can see another bit of tree, lovely tree, nice tree. I've seen that tree too many times now. But do you think we do?
Pardon?
Do you think we do need an update in this game?
What kind of updates? Either I
don't know. What do you think? Do you think we need an update in Project Cars? That's what I'm trying to say. Or do you think it's good as it is?
They've already said on Twitter that they're already making Project Cars 3.
Yeah, I know they're making Project Cars 3 to come out in 2021. But are we definitely or 2020? Are we definitely getting a like an update or something or patch for this?
No.
Because literally all I've had on this game is like 4 updates, and we've had this game now for like 2 years.
Yeah, and one of those updates was actually just to put cars in the game.
Yeah, one update was to put some new add-ons into the game. I'm thinking
it was the Ferrari 48 Challenge cars. It was
woo!
And they were so bad. They were just incontrollable.
Mega, yes, they do.
Christopher agrees with you. Project Cars needs all the mega glitch fixes. Yeah,
they do. Even the one that you're seeing today of the tree needs to get that removed. Just get removed.
Yep.
Just get removed the tree. It's a lovely tree.
They need a whole camera system.
I'm sorry, it's a lovely tree.
But I mean, we're not really here to see the tree, to be honest.
Oh, poor tree.
We're not here for it to suck in carbon dioxide.
Oh,
we're not
poor
really
tree.
here for that. We're not here to see it bring out some. We don't. I'm not here for whatever it is, biology. I'm not here for a biology lesson.
And then was it? Yeah, and then it's nice as well to. I don't know if I haven't been with you for a bit of time, so we might have not covered this, but it's nice as well to see McLaren going back to Mercedes in 2021. Hallelujah! Ding ding ding. I think that was. I think that was the weekend after you. That was the weekend after we had our last commentary. So
yes,
they announced it. So I haven't seen you. Well, we haven't spoke since then.
I can see some clouds now.
Well, I can see a nice tree. So
I can see a really nice cloud, and now we're back to the racing.
Oh, we've got another car. We're down to 12. Right, let me tell you who that is.
God. Yep.
Oh, 2 actually. Well, no, we haven't. We've lost one.
Only one.
Oh, we've lost Gavra.
Oh, fuck. That's disappointing.
Well, Gavra's crashed and retired, so there you go. Oh, can we have the map of the track, please?
Sure.
Just to check if he's in the. If there's
today.
Oh yeah, there's one car in the pit lane.
Staker's gone.
Who's gone? Faster's gone.
Staker and Faster's gone. Sin's gone. I think these are all just old.
There you go. So
There's the timing so far with all the penalties.
2 seconds for Andy, 1 for K-Morse, and 1 for ID4. So it's Lonnie, Flip, ID4, Aguilera, Hijacker, Endex, K-Morse, Allo Champs, Husa, Andy, Led the Irons, and Bottom. I can do that without that. But anyway, there we go. Thank you very much. So yeah, are we? I don't know. We need some good updates. We need some new circuits. That's what I'm saying. Project Cars, if you're listening, you probably won't be. If you're listening to us right now, we need some new circuits. literally, Project Cars 1 and 2 have been exactly similar. Not exactly similar. We've had I'll tell you what we've had. We've had a new American circuit, which is Long Beach. We've had a New Zealand circuit, which that's good to see. Very good to see. We've had the Scottish circuit, Knock Hill, added in, which is very nice. And we've had one other circuit added in, some French circuits added in, and we've had one other circuit added in, right? Maybe add some of the circuits that iRacing have, like some of the American circuits or some other circuits in the world, because at the moment it feels like we're just doing the same circuits over and over again. I know we've got add-ons where you can add circuits, but people don't have the money to buy the add-ons all the time.
I think we need Rainbow Road, to be honest with you. I think that's the game. I think that's the track that'll make this the best game of all time. Rainbow
Either
Road.
game needs to be fixed, or GT Sport needs some more real circuits. Yeah, GT Sport definitely does, because
GT Sport needs to sort out its handling model. That's what it needs to sort out. Then it'll actually be quite a decent game. Like, whenever I play it, handling model makes no sense at all. I don't know if you noticed that, James.
No.
But whenever I play it, it's just
Right, can we go on board with Hello Chums? Just
a bad
to
show.
To see this.
Yep. You're on Hello Chums right now. Well, you're on fast. Well, I don't know where the hell am I. I'm in the clouds.
Same.
All I know. Yep, there you go, there's Hello Chums.
Well, here we go then. Is Hello Chums going to get past? Well, we'll have... Oh, he's got a bit of damage on the front wing. Okay.
His front bumper's talking.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's doing. You can see it just moving about.
Yes,
It's quite funny.
Yeah, so there you go then with the first bit of topic we've got to talk about there, so...
And he's going to make a move down in Brussels. Oh no, he doesn't.
He is. But no, he decides not to. Oh, it's 3 Porsches all in a line here. It's K-Morse, Aguilera, and Is it Husa behind them?
Yeah, it is Husa.
Well, it should be, but no, it's Led the Irons behind them because they've just lapped Led. Never mind.
Is it?
Yes, I do know that for definite.
Thank you.
But yeah.
Yeah, it is as well. Hey, well done.
But yeah, hopefully the glitch is not here next week when I'm commentating, so yeah.
I believe we get a week off next week.
Not next week, I mean the week after, never mind. Whenever we're next commentating. The week after, yeah, I can do the week after actually. The week after actually is I don't know what it is, isn't it? The week after. But anyway, let's have a look.
I think it's America we're heading to.
What have you? 3 Porsches in a row. What have you? 3 Porsches in a row. Get it. Yeah, we're there. After this week, we go to USA, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we? I hear you ask. I know you're all screaming and saying Laguna Seca, and that's correct. We're in Laguna Seca, then Indianapolis Road Course, which you're missing, I think, which should be really fun. I love that circuit. Then we've got Watkins Glen, which we'll see Ethan back again, and then we'll see Ethan for Suzuka. No,
you got it wrong. You got it
wrong. Sorry.
I'll be here at Indy. I won't be here at Watkins, and I won't be here at the fake version of Suzuka.
Won't you?
Nope.
Why?
I got Mox.
Oh, fair enough. Well, you are here then. Okay, good to know.
Indianapolis, my favourite track.
This needs some anime edits and some intense D music.
Oh yeah,
dramatic
that place.
Music.
Should have like a nice soundboard, dramatic music, peaceful music.
Oh yeah. Oh, here he goes then. Is he going to go side by side? He is. He's side by side now in the corner.
It's him.
Oh, he has. He's gone wide.
He's gone very wide through Brussels though. Do it. Yeah.
This brings...
Not close enough, but very good racing so far.
Anyway, do you want to talk about your next topic, or do you want to wait for a little bit longer until we do that?
What was my next topic? Oh yes, my next topic. Well, as we all know, the rights have been sold for the Liberty... What the... Okay, sorry, my PC's doing some weird stuff right now.
Oh, it's the wall! Let the irons is off! Oh, into the wall goes Let the irons. Oh, he's not even battling these two, we know that, but he's off. And he gets back down with a lot of damage on the plunger.
That Porsche. I was wondering it just looks so weird and funny, the front of that Porsche, whenever they crash them. So basically, Liberty Media, the owners of Formula 1, the ones who bought it from Bernie Ecclestone, sold the rights to televise the Formula 1 season to Sky Sports. Channel 4 did not get any, I believe they only got the British Grand Prix, but they're only allowed to show the highlights of it. So, Sky Sports, they own the rights. They've paid over 125 million to show it on their, on their Sky Sports. They have all the rights. So basically,
can we go back to
Liberty Media do? Where's Allo Champs?
Yep, back to your media thing.
So, Liberty Media, what they go do is that they go say, hello Twitch, you pay us 2 million and you can show people the Mexican Grand Prix. And they were like, well, we can't turn down this deal, it'd be bloody brilliant. So they go, they pay Liberty Media 2 million, yet Sky Sports pay 125 million just to show the Mexican Grand Prix. It's like, what? If Sky Sports paid 2 million per race, it would only cost them about, what would it be, 42 million?
24. It's 24. It's 12 races, right? No, 24 races. 22 races. Yeah, so it's 42.
There's 21. There's 21.
Yeah, so 42 then. Yeah, you are spot on.
So 42 million. Huh? This makes no sense whatsoever. So Twitch got the Mexican Grand Prix for 2 million, all the rights and everything to show it from Liberty Media, yet Sky Sports have to pay well over 2 million. So it's a bit of a dilemma that I will never get around my head. But yeah, that's one of the things. So if you don't actually own Sky Sports at home, you can now watch the Mexican Grand Prix for absolutely free. I'll actually go get you a Twitch link if... Look at me promoting Twitch. But yeah, if you do want to go watch it, just go to this link, and on Sunday, I don't know if they'll be showing practicing, qualifying or anything. But there will be show race, and okay, well I can't even send any links because we've got a little option on our thing. Sports gets to show one more race and had less users or viewers, whilst Twitch gets one race and had lots more users. Exactly. Like, where's the logic? Twitch is gonna get millions from that through advertising. Absolutely millions. So anyone who doesn't own Sky Sports, go watch on Twitch. Because they actually pay for it.
If I just do show you here, Twitch, F1 do have a Twitch channel, right?
Don't actually know. I haven't actually checked yet.
F1. Well, I'm looking now for you, so I'll look. Actually, there isn't. Well, F1 did stream on Twitch on a channel, their esports event, but I can't find the channel for that esports event that they did. So that's really annoying to me.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's the F1. Here it is. I'm watching it. 418 people are watching it right now on the F1 esports, right? And there's 25,000 followers they've got. So that 25,000 people at the moment will be watching the F1 race in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Just to tell you, if you are this weekend, if you're an F1 fan and you're wondering who's winning the F1 esports race at the moment, it is X Catherine, is it? Is that how you say it?
I don't actually know.
X Katherne. She's they're winning, and second is this is anyway one of the races that they're doing for their playoff races, right, on Xbox, and King Marie is next. So there you go, and it's just two random people on Xbox doing the commentary for you.
Thank you very much.
Anything else you want to talk about, or not?
If I'm thinking, I don't think we have anything just for the moment, but we will have stuff for later. Hopefully, I'll go find out some more stuff.
Well, I can talk about stuff, but anyway, yeah, here we go then. Into the pits comes Hello Champs. He decided to come in now for his tyre change, so good idea. And a front wing little bumper change, because great idea. This is a great idea from him. He's done this before, and this is an absolute smouter of an idea. Well done him. That's all I can say. So here we go then. If you are a fan of football, or just a fan, if you live in Europe, as 90% of our 90% of our viewers do. We'll just give us a second, because there may be a goal going in a second. It is. Let me read them out. It is. Arsenal 1, Vittoria Gumares 2.
What?
Right.
Oh.
It is Hoffenheim 1, Standard Liège 0, Celtic 0, Lazio 1, Rennes 0, CFR Cluj 1, and then so if you're a European fan, just to tell you, if you're an Arsenal fan, they're losing 2-1 to a Portuguese team called Vitória Guimarães. Anyway. So yeah.
What a bunch of idiots.
But anyway, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so there you go.
I am, and they're a bunch of idiots.
Flip is leading now.
Wow. What's happened to Lonnie? He's going straight back into the pits. Wait, what?
He's coming in.
He's got damage.
He's got damage. Let's read some comments out that just came in.
He's got a lot of damage. He's got suspension damage.
Christopher says, I get it for free with Zibbo in the Netherlands. Who cares about football? Racing's where it's at. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah. So basically, you're saying, Christopher, you get F1 free with like Ziggo. Is it Ziggo or is it?
Well, it's Max Verstappen fans, isn't it? Of course they're going to give it to them for free.
Ziggo. Yeah, I do get it. I can get it for free on online, but I get it through online in Bulgarian. So I really don't want to watch F1 in Bulgarian. So
you could get it illegally, yeah, but
no, I watch. No, there's a channel online which will get the Bulgarian Grand Prix. You can get there's like an app online which you can get the Bulgarian for free, and I watched it on that. Just muted it, of course. Just watched the F1. Very good. That was the very interesting. If you didn't know, that was a very interesting German Grand Prix. Very good German Grand Prix that was. What a German Grand Prix.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else to report? Let's have a look and see who. Actually, let's have a look.
Well, Lolly, I don't know what's happened to him, but he's got suspension damage. His whole front of the car is gone, and the side of his car is scratched to pieces. So I think he's been in the wall, to be honest with you, James. I mean, I don't know what's happened there, but I think he's been in the wall.
Flip's now leading by about 10.3 seconds on my screen. No, it's gone up to 10.4. Never mind. There he is. Anything else I want to talk about before quickly? Just to say, well, actually, let me have a look, because there is something I want to talk about, but I don't know what day and when that is.
Actually, I want to talk one thing while you go find something. Liberty Media get a little bit of trouble. They are doing a tribute to Senna before the Brazilian Grand Prix. So basically, they did a front cover image saying that, because you always want to have a poster up, like saying, Senna tribute before Brazilian Grand Prix. But they were supposed to put up the 1985 Portuguese winning Lotus, which Senna drove to his first ever win. So Liberty Media didn't really check and actually put up his teammates' Lotus, which was number 11, which Senna was number 12. So I find that actually quite funny. because you can just see how much, Liberty Media don't really care.
No, they don't.
All they want is the money, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
I'm just looking through the field, just of this race, because we're going to give out the race for a second. And the closest battle on circuit is between, it was between Hijack and Agulator, but that's now gone up to 2 seconds. It was 1.8 there, and then the other closest battle on circuit was, as ESR Andy goes into the pits, was Index and Alochamps, but that's now gone up again as well. So there, but yeah, I'm just going to tell you, if you're a GT Blaz Payne GT Series guy, 17th and 19th of April 2020, Monza. It's the round 1 of the World European Series, and that's at Monza. Round 2 is at Brands Hatch on the 2nd and 3rd of May. Round 4 is at Silverstone. Round 3, is at Silverstone on the 9th and 10th of May. The 1,000 kilometres of Paul Ricard is on the 29th and 30th of May. The 24 hours of Spa test day is on the 16th and 17th of June. Zandvoort, the round 5 is on the 26th and 28th. Misano is round 6, 24 is the third of June. That one is, and Misano is the 3rd and 5th of July. 24 hours of Spa is the 23rd to the 26th of July. Then it's Nürburgring, then it's Hungaroring, then it's Spain to finish off the year for you.
Thank you very much, James. It was a little bit of a mouthful there.
Yes, there you go. That's basically what's happening with them. On Gavra, let's tell you what's coming up in this next couple of weeks and for Gavra, because of course we love to talk a bit about Gavra. Of course we do. We love to talk about Gavra. Do we have our calendar? We do have a beautiful calendar and a website. Of course. Let me just tell you what's happening then, because it's now this week, the 25th. This week is. So tomorrow night we have Radicals, and then the weekend we have LMP1. Sadly, I can't commentate LMP1, so if anyone wants to commentate on LMP1, you are more welcome to. We are at Silverstone Classic with the LMP1s, so if anyone wants to do that, they can do. The week starting Wednesday night, Wednesday the 30th, we have, of course, beautiful F1 cars out again racing. Then we have nothing out to that rest that week. Then the next week after that we have BMWs. We have a good gap, Academy that is, and then we have loads, and then we have F1 finished. So, is this the last week of F1 this week?
No.
Well, they're not on the calendar anyway. They're not on the calendar F1, but we will just take that to say they haven't updated the calendars in here. But anyway, just to say, let's go to November for you. We have Academy have a break. Next Academy race is the 13th of November. But yeah, we next time out are in Laguna Seca. I love Laguna Seca, really good circuit that one. Yeah, so hopefully that's going to be good. Comments are coming through saying, so who are you guys fans of in F1? There you go.
Shall I answer that first, or do you want to?
Well, if I had to say drivers, not because of the cars, because of the personality, I like, well, yeah, I like from F2 I liked Albon, so I've got to say Albon's a good F2 driver, so I like him. I did like Daniel Ricciardo, and still do. Don't care if the team have made him a mistake of him, but I still like him. As of course we all like Daniel Kvyat. They're my three who I like. You?
Is that your picks? Okay, I'll go for mine. I think so. I'll just say like a two-driver pairing is definitely got to be Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. That is probably the best romance on the grid. But then I think Charles Leclerc is my favourite driver, just because he's had so much trauma over the past, like 5 years. His father died, his old mate died, and his cousin, I believe it was, also died. So he's had 3 deaths in the past 5 years, so it's not been too great for him. But he's done so well to get from an Alfa Romeo to the Ferrari in a span of a year. He did so well in Formula 2.
Oh, was Andy now disconnected? Just to say, before you get back to your talk, goodbye then, Christopher. Thanks for watching. He says, I've got to go, I'm going to sleep now. So, good night. Over where he lives, it's 10, it's 10:15, so well done to you. Chef says, I'm out too for tonight. I'm out too for tonight. Tomorrow replacement in the Radical. Okay, Chef, whatever you say. Any questions, guys?
I don't believe there are. We'll have to wait a minute. I think it's the problem with YouTube. Well, streaming really. It's always delayed, isn't it?
Yep.
So we have to wait. If you do have any queries, go ask us. Or if we can't answer it, go and have a look at our website, because we have a website, we have a Twitter, we have Facebook. Go and have a look at them. They'll give you some answers. If you'd like to join us in commentating, or you want to join in racing, just go and ask Gavra. Damien Johnson, this is a question for you, James. What is your best car that is not GT or Formula 1, guys?
I think he means to watch. I always say it, and I've got to say it again. I live, you know my name on PlayStation. I live very close to the circuit of Cadwell Park, of course. But yeah, you don't look up where Cadwell Park is, please, because then you'll find out where I live, and that's not what you want to know. Well, you won't know where I live, actually. You won't know where I want to live. Anyway, so basically, Cadwell is where I normally go. I've been to Cadwell, Brands Hatch, Snetterton. I went to Donington Park and saw the same cars. Gotta say, the best race there was the Caterhams, an absolute brilliant race. Now, Caterhams are for people who are, if you want to know, it's Caterham graduates are the starting point of racing. You look at the perspective of this, and you've got Caterhams and you've got Ginettas, who are pretty much your basic start. You've got Carlsing and them two, I would say, which are your 2 starting points. As we have Flip now under a little bit of attack. We just lapped somebody. He has just lapped. I think it's Endex. I think he just lapped. So anyway, I don't know if that is true, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think they're good, and if you have to watch on TV, right? I would say probably. I would say on TV, BTC's British Touring Cars are quite good, and I would have to say I like non-Formula. Oh God, watching the World TCR, very good as well.
Good picks. You? Good picks. To drive, I would say LMP1 class, such as the Toyota. But I would also say groups, the Group 1s back in the 1980s and 90s, well, start of the 90s, the best car.
Oh!
Regulator missing the pit entry and is actually going to block the Ford of Hijacker as well. So Regulator have a little bit of a moment there himself.
Everyone's in the pits pretty much.
Race. We've got 10 drivers left.
Yes.
So we've lost 6. Wow.
We've lost Lonia. No, we haven't. We've lost. Oh, we've lost. Hello, chat. No, we haven't. Agulator, no. Flip, no. Flip. ESR, we lost ESR boy. We lost ESR Andy. Poor him.
Let's get better saying. 962C, Porsche 962C was.
Oh, Gavra's left. Gavra's left.
Yeah, I think that's old. I think they're delayed this round.
No, he was watching the race. He was watching the race from the pit lane.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he just left.
Yeah.
And there's another one. Another one's just gone.
Wait. Let me have a look.
Oh my God! What's going on? We've got 42 minutes left.
No, Led's not left. Who left? God, I need to be keeping up on this.
No, that's still in here.
It's End. End's left. End is left.
Oh, Index.
Yes. But anyway, we've got 9 races, so still good. Yeah, back to what you were saying. So,
repeating it for the fourth time. No, Porsche 960C, one of the best I believe one of the best cars. You know, most pretty looking. Probably the best to drive with the simulators. Obviously not the real life, but a simulator is quite good these days, and I think that's one of the best cars. Also to watch as well. I believe one driver set a lap time of a 6-minute 11 round the Nordschleife in the 962C. Can't remember his name, but that was a very good, difficult lap to do. But he definitely did very well that day. But yeah, that's my favourite car and to watch. 962C for both.
yeah, to racing, if you had to pick non-endurance championships and non-F1 cars, I still think the Caterhams on this game are just really fun to race in. I'll tell you that now. And I really do like racing on different games, but this game it's that, and I don't know why I like racing this car, but I love racing the Renault Clios. They are just nimble. But I've got some news for you because we haven't spoken for a little bit of time. The BTCC have finally finished their round. They finished not last weekend but the weekend before. Well done Colin Turkington, the Northern Irish man, for winning the championship. Well done Colin Turkington. But yeah, so Colin Turkington won it. We have some sad news, everybody.
What's the sad news?
Just give a second. We have no more Renault Clio's UK. Brilliant championship, but yeah, all the drivers were so sad that happened. Basically, the Renaults are no longer a thing anymore. The Renault Clios. Instead of Renault Clios, now we're going to have every single championship the same for the programs on Channel 3, no, Channel 4. Sorry, not Channel 4. Sorry, ITV4. All the races are going to be the same, except the Renault Clios are going, and guess what's being replaced by? It's being replaced. Just guess a championship and see if you're right.
You
might know what you know, but
I don't think I know. Caterhams or Lotus?
Nope. The championship that it's being replaced by is the Mini Challenge Cup UK. So basically, you know the British GT guys. British GT normally have with them the British GT. They normally have a Formula Championship, the Volkswagens and the Minis. The Minis that normally go with the British GT are being swapped. They're being swapped with some Ginetta, the little tiny Ginetta G5s, and BTCC are now having the cars I just said, the Minis.
Ah, Jesus.
So there you go. So it's going to be just say the BTCC, the Minis, Ginetta GT4, another Ginetta Juniors we're going to have, and of course as well we're going to have the Porsches and the Formulas to make 6 races now instead of having another race as well.
We'll have to wait for that. We'll have to see if it's actually decent or not. But as you say, I'd rather the Renaults.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what we're having, and yeah, so that's basically what that's having there, and then there's going to be all this manner of stuff as well. But no, there was a tweet out from a guy who raced in the BTCC like 2 years ago, right? And he literally said, why can't the BTCC race at Cadwell? Because he did a testing day at Cadwell and would really love the circuit in a big car, right? And that got like a couple of thousand likes and a couple of thousand retweets and all of that. And then somebody who's another BTC driver or somebody who's important at BTC tweeted at the bottom saying, we can't go there because Hall Bends and the chicane are too small for the GT car, too small for our cars.
I mean, really?
Yeah, they said they're too small, so they're like, the track's too narrow, so they can't race there.
We have bloody, you know, the GT3 cars going around Bathurst. But, and that Bathurst is tight. So that just That's just, oh god. Never mind. But yeah, that's good information. I didn't actually know that.
But yeah, that's basically what they. Basically, that's what they. That's what I'm just going to talk about. Basically, that's what they said, and all of that. Any other comments? Let's just read out here for you. No.
No. Did I ask some more questions?
If you've got anything else you want to talk about, then let me know.
I'll go find something out.
If you want to, you don't have to. If you want to.
If you talk about the race, I'll just find something out. Because we talked about everything, haven't we now? News, please. There we go. I need to watch the Mexico press conference because Lewis Hamilton become 6-time champion of the world.
We've got a question come in here, and then he put in the next. He's put, what favourite racing sim championship on YouTube, guys? Not Gavra and in Gavra. So we're going to pick one that's not in Gavra and one in Gavra. That we've ever done or ever been a part of. I really liked their endurance championship they used to do, where they used to have 12 GTs and 4 LMPs, or I think it was 6 LMPs and 10 GTs blurting around the. I think it was. I can't remember where it was. I think it was Gavra did that. Was it Gavra or was it a different championship? I can't remember, but I remember Gavra doing like a GT and Formula 1 before, like a GT and LMP before. That was really good fun. And then non-Gavra. Oh, I don't know. There's too many. There's too many iRacing ones, and there's too many Assetto Corsas, and there's then Activision's, whatever his name is, GT3 Project Cars ones. If I had to pick one, I would. No offense to this, it would have to be TCRs. I just love TCR racing on iRacing, and as well, I do like their like six hours of circuit. Did 6 hours of what's the circuit called? Where's the place called? Begins with an A in America. Is it Atlanta, like a Atlanta road course. They did a 6 hours of that. I'm staggered. And Jim Broadbent, who's a YouTuber who has thousands of subscribers, can't believe he did it. But anyway, what's yours on Gavra and not?
Not on Gavra.
Sim racing wise.
There was a championship where I actually competed. It was the F1 2017 with the classic cars. So they would always have different classic car races. So let's say if we're going to Silverstone, we would have the Williams from 1992 of Nigel Mansell. If we were going to Italy, we would have the F2004. If we were going to Spain, we actually chose, because the Paul Ricard wasn't in the game yet, we actually chose the Fernando Alonso's Renault from 2005 at the Spanish Grand Prix, because it's obviously Fernando Alonso. Yes. So if there was the French Grand Prix, I think I would have chosen the French car of Renault. So yeah. But this is 2017, a long time ago. But yeah, I think that was my favourite championship from the non-Gavra side. From the Gavra side, I would have to say the GTE is very good. The GT1. Wow. Have you seen their Mercs?
Yeah.
Wow. Their GT1 cars.
The best I've commentated on, because I've been Gavra here for a couple of times now, commentating on a couple of championships, has to be the GT3. That was so close and so great racing, and last season was just amazing in that. So well done to Sind, if you're listening, mate. You did a great job in that. And if Fox is listening, I hope all your operations went well, because we haven't seen you since, and hope you're fine and all of that. And gap has come down, by the way. The gap now is 3 seconds. It was 4 seconds between second and third. It's now 3 seconds. Of course, we'll get Flip and Allo Champs in, but I would love, if you guys want any content which isn't Gavra Racing, and you don't want to see every week flip. Sorry, you don't want to see GTEs, and you don't want to see flip every week destroying it. Go to Gavra, stay on the channel, click on where you subscribed, just next to it, near where the icon of the channel is. Click on that, click on playlist, and you can see GT3s, GTEs, LMPs, GT1s. You can see all the championships we've done since Gavra started on the playlist, and you can watch them on there. As he goes wide, flip, but it don't matter because he's got a gap. Yeah.
It's got a gap at 25 seconds. Doesn't matter if he gets it wrong once.
Can we look at third?
Yes, we can, if you would like to.
The gap has come down to just under 2 seconds. It's now back up to a bit more, but it wasn't to 2 seconds a second ago.
That might have been through P1.
P1.
P1. Our Arsenal's still losing. I want to go see.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look for it. What you?
I'm an Arsenal fan. Oh, for God's sake! 2-1 still. I'm done. I'm done with all this football. Losing to Sheffield United and losing to a team I've never heard of.
By the way, if you wanted to know, guys, the team that Arsenal playing finished 4th in Portugal last year.
Wow!
And just to give you an idea of how bad that is, Portugal in the world, they have ranked the countries in the world. Portugal are the 10th best league in the world. It goes, I hear you ask, it goes Premier League, then it goes Bundesliga, then it goes La Liga, Serie A, then it goes the French League, then it goes the Championship, for some strange reason, then it goes Eredivisie, then it goes... I don't know.
League.
Dutch League, then it goes the Bundesliga 2, then it goes the Spanish League 2, then it goes the Portuguese League, then it goes America and all the rest of the world. But anyway, enough about football now. What did you think of... do you think Hulkenberg... but back to F1, right? Do you think Hulkenberg deserves a seat next year or not?
Yes.
If you had to pick a driver who's not gonna... I know we know for definite that Rob Kubica's left. Do you... do you think he deserves the Williams? Do you think he deserves the seat, or do you think... Like, I know you said he deserved the seat, but do you think Williams, or as they're closer now, they are now under a second of each other here. What has happened to ID4? He's made a big mistake. Sorry, just to come back to this race. He has. The margin was 2 seconds. It's now just under a second. If you want to take this.
Yeah, you can go with it.
I don't know if Hijacker actually wants to get through, but yeah, I do think that Hulkenberg deserves a seat, but where he will go, we don't know. We know already McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. We don't actually know Red Bull yet. We haven't got theirs confirmed, I don't think. But we've confirmed most of the teams. I think just Hulkenberg needs to stay. I think it will be something that we need to just keep. But anyways, they're still going to go up at Rouge and Radion. What's going to happen up at Rouge and Radion? We're down to 9 drivers out of 16, which is a disappointment tonight, but disconnections have caused a bit of issues. We need somebody, a central location to stream this. Who's to start this? We do a central location we need, but we don't have a central location. Disappointing that is there. Here, as they're going down here now, Hijacker, sorry, I kept saying Hiker last week, do apologise. Really needs to get past ID4 here. ID4's got a penalty, so he's technically got the place already if he's under a second. But do you totally? I'm going to ask you this: do you think he will get past or not? And
it's going to be quite difficult getting past ID4. You don't want to give up that second place easily, so we'll just have to wait and see. Really,
he's got 2 lap cars in front of them. They have. Which I am presuming, with them being quite close together, looking like they're Lonnie and the two Lonnie and K-Mort maybe, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's Lonnie and Husa. I have no idea, but something like that's in front of them. And then right behind these two, Aguilerator is Aguilerator, sorry, closing up on them. So as well. So three-way scrap here. Leader is already into the last corner. He is here, very interested. By the way, guys, if you are wanting some driving speeds after race, we're only going to get enough time to do Allo Champs and Flip Flip because they're the two who always join us. And Allo Champs tries his hardest to speak English, as we know.
He does his best.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he Italian?
No, he's German.
Oh, I forgot where he came from. I completely forgot. But anyway, he tries his absolute hardest to. You know, German is pretty much. It's the closest language you can get that isn't English, if you know what I mean. And he tries his absolutely hardest to speak English. So we thank him for that, and we thank Flip Flip for the Dutch guy to actually speak English. So we do appreciate that as well. But yeah, as we were saying, the gap has gone up. But Aguilera right behind is only 3 seconds behind, so could get past. But back to what you're saying, from the drivers who haven't been confirmed yet as drivers in F1 next year, which drivers do you want to be in F1, and which drivers from F2 do you want to be in F2? In F1, I mean.
Obviously, I wanted to see Nick de Vries in a Formula 1 car because he did so well in his Formula 2, but unfortunately he's gone to Formula 3, which is still quite great, but I think it'll dent your confidence going from a Formula E car to a Formula 1 because they're so different. Obviously with the power engine and also the whole that you have actual road tyres and you have slicks for Formula 1 car. I wanted to see him, but yeah, he's got Formula E. Another one, Latifi. He'll be a very good driver, and I believe he'll be driving for Williams for the final 4 practice sessions for Williams, which will be quite good. I think that might mean that there might be a George Russell and a Latifi lineup for next year. That's not confirmed, but it won't be too bad of a lineup next year, to be honest. Latifi and George Russell, and especially how George Russell's performed this year. It's not been too bad.
Pretty shit. Oh, sorry, common language. Pretty awful.
No, it's actually been quite good to compare.
Awful.
Committer's
got a point.
Yeah, they've got a point. Keep your high hopes. It's only Williams, come on. Come on, this is only Williams.
Oh yes, Arsenal have scored to make it 2-2. Oh my.
Oh my god, what? They actually scored?
Anyway, back to what I'm saying. So, that's what you're thinking. What's the guy? Schumacher maybe up to F1?
No. He's not ready.
Schumacher, come on!
He's not ready. He's not ready.
His uncle says he's good enough to be a F1 driver. Come on!
No, he's not ready.
His uncle, Ralph Schumacher says he's okay. Come on!
No.
Oh, maybe
see his performance this year.
Maybe what's the guy who won the championship? Oh,
what, Formula 2 championship?
Yeah.
Nick de Vries.
Okay, who came second there?
Latifi.
Third?
I believe it's Colombo.
Yeah, he should come up there.
Okay. Just the person that.
No, but then
the person who finished highest goes up to Formula 1.
Did you not think this? Because I did. Kubica, right, has got offers has got 2. He said already he's got 2 offers. He's got a I think it's rally car team wants him as a person, and so do Formula E.
Oh my god!
Or if he doesn't do them 2, he's automatically. He said
has he got offers?
He said the media have said he's 80% sure he's got a seat in DTM.
Oh my.
Yeah, but if what's his name? If the rest doesn't get a seat, then anyone can get a seat. The rest was awful in F1.
Oh, De Resta.
Did you not see what he said? He was talking to like Bottas, going, "Oh, how do you think your race went?" And Bottas just ignored him. You're talking to the media, mate. You say one word. Oh.
He's never won. He's never got on the podium in his Formula 1 career, and then he's criticising that Bottas needs to get on with it. It's like whatever he talks about, it's like you never got a podium, you never won a race, you never got a fastest lap. And you're talking about how Bottas needs to get on with it. It's like, huh?
Driving.
What's his life?
Your cars, like yeah, that's the only.
And then he says Mercedes wrong. He just goes Mercedes. Mercedes. Like, what is that?
Driving.
It's supposed to be Mercedes. It just says a Mercedes. It says like a
mish.
It's just, yeah.
Just
The 6 people are watching that, obviously recorded that and just sending it to the rest of right now. Good one. Nice. But yeah, if you do like what we're doing right now, as another person just joined, please hit the like button. Much appreciated. It does really help me and James out quite a bit. Also, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification to let you know when our next week race is at Laguna Seca in 2 weeks' time. So we get 1 week off next week, which is much needed after that horrific F1 session on Tuesday.
There you go. So where we are now, just to say, is where the bad crash between Herrera and Hubert did. Of course, Correa is out of a coma, but he's at his house, he's out of a coma, but he's still at home in intensive care because of his leg. If you want to know, guys.
Yeah, he's had some surgery on that. Do go check out our website and Twitter and Facebook.
You can donate as well.
To go get some more information and also donate. Why not?
Donate a euro to all of us.
For free. We do this for free. Just please.
Basically, what I think, right, because we only have about 10 of us who actually stream, right, when we get over 1,000 subscribers, which will be in maybe a year's time, right? Oh, is Didux now disconnected? Good one. Didux is now disconnected. Hello? Are you still there in the chat? Is he still there in my party? Didux? Hello? 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 Oh, he's left the party. Okay, guys. So yeah, if by the way, guys, and when we do hit over 1,000 subscribers, I do think we are going, of course, to potential. Well, he was in the party. I don't know if I've got him on any of these party stuff. Give me 2 seconds, guys. We're just going to get Didux back into the party and into the game. If we can find him on one of these party stuff here, hopefully we can, because Didux is a lovely guy. No, okay. Is he not online? He's probably been kicked offline with his internet, which is not good. Let's have a look. Didux, there he is. So we have to stay on hijacker then for the whole entire rest of the race? Are you mental? Do we? How? How can we? Can we? I've got to leave. I can't leave the session. Wow, we have to stay on hijacker then for the rest of the session. Great one. I don't know what Didux has said here in the chat. I don't know what Didux has said anything or not. If that's is that who I think it is? Channel. Yeah, man. It is. Let's see if Didux has put anything to me about his internet or something gone off or something, because we're just connecting to something now. Just checking. Sorry about this, guys. As we're on board here. So yeah, 6 of you watching this just race on board here. We're just going to keep on board this car then for the rest of the Grand Prix. Flip's in the lead. We're on board with Hijack in third, trying to catch up. He is here with your lead here. I don't know how long we've got. 18 minutes left, so he's not going to miss much, but it's annoying that he's actually done this, Hijacker. He has. I've received a message, so maybe this message here just said please invite me back to the game. It could be from somebody else though. I do apologise if you see loads of black screens, because I've received a message. It comes up with a notification saying I've tried to turn off all notifications on the screen, but it didn't work tonight. As you know, it didn't really work. But yeah, if he does join back, he's left the session and everything. He's back online now. If somebody in the chat can add him back into the game, I can't. sadly add him back in. So he could probably come into the party and just watch from the stream. As hello, here he is. I don't know what happened there. What happened there?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. My internet just went.
Can you join back or not?
Yeah, I can. It said on my screen that the whole internet died, but then whenever I went, so basically, my phone app was saying that the internet connection was lost, but it was still transferring data to some, server pieces.
Oh.
So my server box, my DNS server module, is now sending data to my splitter, which means my splitter's changing it over to my PS4, and now I can join back.
That's great. So yeah, back to what we were saying, guys. If we do hit over 1,000 subscribers and get money off YouTube, right? Some rules and regulations have to be done. So I'll tell you now. If we hit over 1,000 subscribers and we do get money from this, it'd be nice if we get enough. Say we get, I don't know, per month, Gavra gets 50 quid, say, or not even 50.
He won't
Well, I know he won't because he's Gavra, but he's a really nice man, right? If we did, if it was my league, right? I'm going to say if it was my league. I'm not going to, Gavra, it's up to you what you do with the money if you do get over 1,000 subscribers, but if it was my league and I did have commentators who were commentating for me, right? I would, and I was over 1,000 subscribers, and I got to say, 30 quid a week, right? And I had like three people. I would give them at least £5 a week, and then it would just build up like that. But it don't matter if you never know. This channel may never hit 1,000 subscribers, like my channel never hit 1,000 subscribers in its life. But my second channel might, because I did get another 4 subscribers on there today. So
you never know. You just never, ever know.
Well, well, the minutes you missed, we didn't really have much. I just talked a little bit about some motor racing. Basically, that's right. If you guys haven't already, as I've said, go and follow us. Go on. If you go in the description to our channel, to our website, there'll be a link in the website or in the description to our Discord. Go and join our Discord. You can join it as many as you want. Sadly, yeah, we can join Discord. Or if you don't want to join their Discord and you want to not join Discord and you want to watch other racing channels, then there are plenty of racing channels out there which are not Gavra to suit your liking. We did have a comment come through, by the way, and I don't know if I've got it or not. Do I? Yes, we do. Yes, I was. Is that the time now? What was it now? Well, yeah. Jack Williams said, "What is your favourite older F1 racer from your life, guys, and not from your life?"
I'll let you answer that one first.
It's a hard one. Because of course, guys, if you don't know, I've been alive for nearly 2 years. I'm pretty much a year and a bit. Well, I don't know. You were 2003, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm 2 years. I'm technically 1 year at school, but technically 2 years if you class. Well, I'm actually a year and a half older than Ethan, if you wanted to know. So I'm 18 and Ethan's 16, I think, about to turn 17 soon. Well, after this year he'll turn 17. So yeah, I'm technically 2 years older than him, but 1 year older in. No, 2 years old. I am 2 years older than him. Yeah, I'm 2 years older than Ethan. So there you go. But yeah. What are all my favourite racing drivers? Well, I remember from a couple of years earlier. So I remember the Rubens Barrichello days. I know you do as well, but I remember the Ralph Schumacher days. When it used to be Ralph and Schumacher, and then it used to be Coulthard as well, early 2000s, like 2005-06, and it was like all battling away nicely like that, which is really nice to see. If you don't remember, guys, there was a race in, I think it was early 2000s when we went into Indianapolis, right? And I think it was a little bit wet at the start, and they only started with 6 F1 cars for, I think it was like 30 laps.
Oh, really?
if you've ever remembered that, there's like a compilation on YouTube which is like the weirdest F1 moments, and in that there's like an F1 race from Indianapolis which only had 6 cars in it. But yeah, I don't know really. Now older than my life, I'd have to say a bit of Senna. I think he's a really nice, good racer. A bit of Prost, a bit of Fangio maybe. But from my life, Carter Cahan, he was good. I don't know if he's an F1 driver now. That might be just a random name pulled out of my head. But F1 drivers, I can't think of in my lifetime. Massa was a good racing driver, very good. He's now doing other things. Who else was a good racing driver in our time? I'm trying to think of a racer now who's not racing anymore, who's like early 2000s.
Michael Schumacher?
No, because I don't want to be the obvious person who says the same obvious name. Who was the guy? Webber. I like Mark Webber when he used to be racer. When he used to race. Oh, the crash that he had where he'd like literally his car went like on 2 wheels and then came back down.
Oh yeah, that was at the European Grand Prix.
Yeah, and then a couple of years later in the the World Endurance WEC.
In the Porsche around Brazil.
Yeah, that was a crack. That was a
that was a cracking crash.
That was a great crash because it was so big. Because everyone's like, oh my god, that's a great crash. But then at the same time, you don't want to see it, if you know what I mean.
Bloody fantastic, mate.
Because I went somewhere, right? I can't remember where I was. It was yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was a couple of days ago. Scrap what I'm saying. Basically, it was somewhere I went, and I remember hearing somebody talk about crashing. Like, come on, crash him out or something. I'm thinking, you're maybe his team, but please, I don't want to see a crash here. But yeah, anyway, maybe them. And if you have to go further back, like early days when I was watching racing, I can't think of many names. Nakajima. He was alright. Maldonado, that crash in Spa with Maldonado. Corner 1 with Lewis Hamilton, I think it was. But that's really it for you nowadays and older than your life. Or okay, we'll make a deal from 2003 to 2019 drivers. What do you think? And then from earlier than your life.
So between 2003 and 2019, obviously we started to. I think it was Fernando Alonso's first season in the 2003 season. He's a great driver. So, favorite old F1. Oh, it's difficult. I would say Sebastian Vettel. He was, fantastic in his young seasons. He won in 2008 around the Italian Grand Prix for Toro Rosso, and then Toro Rosso's factory was actually in Italy, so it meant a lot for the team, obviously. So I'll just go for that, Sebastian Vettel. But I just got one thing to say. Full time in the Arsenal match. It's 3-2 Arsenal. It's been quite good. 92nd minute and we score. We always leave it till late, but we leave it till late because we know we can.
Anyway, if you had to pick a, I was talking about over 1,000 subscribers. So it's this channel. I think whenever you start a YouTube channel, right? You always have a goal in your life to hit a certain subscriber mark, right? So for my YouTube channel, it's always to hit 500 subscribers, no matter what. It hits 500 subscribers. I started YouTube right in 2013, right? Okay. Well, I started the channel in 2013, didn't start recording until 2015, and 15, 16 and 17 were the years where if you had under 1,000 subscribers, you still got paid, right? Yep. And then 2017 came along, and YouTube made another algorithm saying you can still get money under 1,000 subscribers, but you have to have over 4,000 hours of watch time, right? Which I was like, that's a bit of a knobhead move. For my language, I do apologise. From YouTube, but then they were like, no, we're going to do another update and say you can only have 1,000 subscribers plus that watch time. So yeah, Gavra's already had that watch time, by the way. I'm going to tell you. So if we just get 1,000 subscribers, then we get money from YouTube anyway and our revenue. And it'd be nice, I think, it would be nice to be the same as Inside Line Racing. If you don't know who Inside Line Racing are, they're an F1 league that have 1.2 thousand subscribers, 1.2k subscribers, I think. I would love to be like them, or even be like AOR and be like as big as them. Would be good. Or even as big as F1.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think the biggest racing league out there is AOR. That's Sim. It goes AOR. Wait, actually, let me just be confirmed on this, because they've changed the channel to the esports channel now. Have iRacing. So let's see what iRacing esports has. To confirm, because it's iRacing Online has 100,000, but iRacing esports is the one I'm looking at. 26k. So it goes iRacing esports, right? It goes iRacing esports. Then it goes to Apex Racing. I think it's Apex Racing, is it?
I believe it is.
No, I just have to be confirmed. I just have to confirm this. Give me 2 seconds. You can talk for a second if you want.
Just to let you know, in about 1 minute and 23 seconds, James will announce the Driver of the Day Limited.
No, it's not. Okay, so it's iRacing, then it goes Apex Online Racing, then it goes Apex Racing TV, which is the one that iRacing use as well. They're the top two. Then it goes, I think it's Inside Line Racing. Then it goes another One Hub Racing, which have 1,000 subscribers, I think it is. Then it goes Gavra as racing things go. I think that's how it goes. So yeah, it'd be lovely to get Gavra over 1,000 subscribers, just so we can be one of the top esports, not esports, but you know what I mean, kind of channels as well. But we in literally 1 minute 30 seconds time, it's my drive. Well, 3 minutes. We're going to say drive of the day. I'll do it at. I was going to say a driver who wasn't racing anymore, but I can't say them now because they've retired. So. Gonna have to wrap my brains around this as well. Let me before we do get into anything of other things, tell you about this. And this is an F1 thing that I found out very interesting a couple of weeks ago. For the wrong reasons here. I completely forgot to tell any one of you or anyone here on the channel. It is this. F1, right? We have 9 hours ago. We have a breaking news apparently about something to do with F1. Silverstone. The Silverstone Experience Museum has finally opened. Okay, 9 hours ago this was, right?
Yeah.
Let me read this to you. A new 20 million museum dedicated to motorsport is set to finally open 3 months later than planned. The Silverstone is due to open before the British Grand Prix in July. However, the opening date is due to the opening on Friday after the building. Basically, they're saying they've just finished opening the museum, so well done to them for that. And if you haven't heard this as well, F1 reveal Dolphin Stadium Miami plans. Have you not heard about this? If you haven't heard about this, then it was ages ago.
The Miami plans, yeah.
F1 say it has an agreement in principle with the owners of the Miami Dolphins NFL stadium to hold a race in the Florida City from 2021. There we go. And then what else have we got? What else? I just want to see what other news has come up.
James, do you want to quickly do your James Driver Day Limited?
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so just to say, the Checker Flag podcast has come out with Jensen Button, because it's today his anniversary of his his 10-year anniversary was 5 days ago, by the way, of his only F1 championship title. So there you go. Driver of the day then, from me, as it hits 3 minutes, spot on time, is, of course, it has to be ID4. I know he's got a penalty right now, but this is one of his. If we can go on board with him, this will be his best finish of the year. It will, without a doubt. and it has to go to him as my driver of the day. He's been just absolutely brilliant always.
That's the driver of the day, ID4. Hopefully be able to get him after the race. I know he wanted to talk before, but unfortunately didn't have his notifications turned on.
Yes,
so...
or his microphone. 1 week he didn't have his microphone available or something. So anyway, yeah. Let us know in the comments your drive of the day, guys. We have 4 people watching, so let us know your drive of the days. And thank you for the 7 likes. We do appreciate it. Let me just tell you. Let me
8 now.
Okay, 8. Do we? Oh, well, on my screen it says 7 still, but anyway, that's beside the point. Let me tell you the most popular race of this year, okay? And we will tell you what that is. So, the most popular race of last year, right? Of last year was the Gavra Racing GT3 round 8 of Kota GP. No, that was from a couple of. Wait, was that us talking? Let me just listen, see if it was us. Give me 2 seconds.
About what I believe this will be Flip's final
No, it wasn't
lap.
us. It wasn't us. The one from last year then, was it this? No. The best race from last year, right, was, I think it was GT3 at Sugo. Did we do that? No, sorry.
Flip spun. Flip spun.
Yes, but it's fine. He'll keep the win. Best race from last year has 284 views, which is your TC round 1 at Laguna Seca, right?
Yep.
They have. The best one from last year as well was round 10. No,
another Porsche's gone.
Okay, that's fine. And another one from last year which was good was the Renault Clios and our GT. And our GT, the best one of our GT3s last year, best one of our GT3s last year. Where is it? Pre-season has got 222 views. So there you go.
Thank you, James. So
here we go then.
The clock has run down. There is no time remaining. I believe.
Can we have the map up just for 2 seconds?
This will be Flip's final lap. Not the timings, the map. There you go.
Just to see what all the cars are for you.
Yeah, they're all down towards Lecom,
all the way
to the bus stop chicane. But Flip takes, what is it going to be now? The 6th win of the season, a fantastic start, and a 7th if you count pre-season. I believe this is the checker flag, or will it be the white flag? It will be the checker flag. Flip wins at Spa-Francorchamps, just ahead of ID4. I don't know what happened there. We thought we saw Lonnie, we thought we'd see Edex or win, but we did actually see Flip take his 6th win of the season, extending
Can we see ID4?
His championship. And ID4 just about to come around the pup straight, and he does, and he's about to cross the line, and he will finish 2nd, a great result for him as well. ID4 Hijacker in 9th, good day for the Fords. Suspect they had a lot of pace around here and straight speed. Aguilera in the Ferrari, a very beaten Ferrari after today's race, and the driver definitely feel beaten up. 4th place, not too bad as well. Champs coming down the straight, a very beaten up Porsche there. Not the prettiest sight in the world. Now, I don't know if the party is open, but I'll try and invite some people to the party. Ah, yes, it's yeah.
I can invite them for you, it's fine.
Okay. It's just the screen will go blue.
Yeah.
I can invite only Hijacker because Champs is not here anymore.
Hello,
is that Champs in here?
Well, it was Flip who won the race. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes 16.1 was his best lap. 1 hour 30 minutes and 35 seconds. ID4 came 2nd, 26 seconds behind. 3rd was Hijacker. 4th Aguilera, Champs. 5th 6th was K-Morse, 7th Lonnie, 8th Husa, 9th led the Irons. Non-finishers were Endex, Boston Row, and that is all we have still here who were in the session anyway. Here today we had loads more retirements. Well, Gavra retired, loads of others did. So that means today that we are guaranteed it. We think it's done today. Flip and Allo Champs. We have well, last week I was doing the maths, and I think if they win Laguna Seca, if Flip wins Laguna Seca and Allo Champs gets a podium, they have won the constructors already.
Oh my god!
And that just tells you how good they are. I think my maths is correct on that, but we are gonna say because Flip's won the first 6 rounds, we have to get Allo Champs, ID4, Hijacker or Agulator to win the rest of the rounds, and then they'll beat him in the championship. If nobody else wins, if Flip wins the next 2 rounds, he wins the championship as well.
Thank you, James. We're just waiting for some of our drivers. Don't know if you invited them or not.
We're just gonna what we're gonna do is I'm gonna invite some drivers now, guys, and then we are going to have them in a party with us and have a chat. So suggested drivers for us right now are Flip and there. I have ID for as a friend, so we can add a lovely bit of ID for. He will be happy to join us. I think he's Italian.
I think so.
So he might join.
I think it says in the standings. Yeah, ID4 is British.
Okay, then ID4 is British. I thought it was something else. Never mind. He may join. We'll get him in, and that'll be it. I think.
Get a picture of the Porsche.
There we go. So there you go, guys. That is it. We've got the drivers in. Hopefully they join. Well, they do join, but they join in like 4 or 5. They get a little bit of cooldown, then they'll join. So a little bit of cooldown is what I just said. If I do butcher stuff, I do apologise. But yeah, so let me just leave the session, and then we will get a picture of the Porsche up, and we will talk to, of course, the winner of the race, and hopefully a few others. I will talk to one of them. We'll do it in turns. So I'll talk to one. Ethan will talk to one, and vice versa like that. So that's how it's gonna work,
Yes.
I think, in this. Today, we go. There it is on the screen. We hide these and just move it to, as you know, let's just leave it at this so it can keep spinning around. Hopefully we get somebody out in the party. If they don't join, then we'll have to back out and say goodbye. We'll go on blue screen for 2 seconds, just because I've left the session now. It will hopefully give me drivers who raced in that session to pop, and I can invite them all, if you know what I mean. And it did. So there we go. We can invite them all. So that's good to see. Let me just check where they are. So Flip, we've invited. Allo Champs, we'll do that again. K-Morse we'll invite. Boss, we'll invite. Who else finished? Hijacker, Husa, ID4 in finished, and that's about it. And Lonnie, we'll invite them. See if any of them join.
Unfortunately, Flip will not be able to join as he has a headache, so he doesn't really want to talk, which is fine.
Yep. Well, hopefully Allo Champs will. Hopefully Allo Champs will join, because you know Allo Champs, he's German or whatever way he comes from, but he tries his hardest to speak English, so he might join. If nobody joins, then we'll just have a chat and then we'll leave.
Actually, Allo Champs, he's Swedish. We got that completely wrong.
Okay, then he's Swedish. Well,
we thought it was Italian at first, then we said German, and it's actually Swedish.
All right then.
We're not telling that.
Allo Champs, you're listening. We do apologise that we didn't know where you come from. We do apologise. We have some good Nordic people, by the way. We have some good Dutch, Danish people, and good Finnish people as well, who like to talk to me in a different league I'm in, but they're very good English. They do have, and they do speak. So yeah, good to see everyone there doing it. And we'll wait. Just give us another couple of seconds, and if nobody joins, then we will go. Give us like 2 to 3 minutes, and if we'll make a deal now. If nobody else joins, then of course, to all of you who are watching, to the 2 of you who are watching right now, we will end the stream and say goodbye to you. We just got nothing to do with this league, so why did I go on it? I don't know. But there you go, guys. I think that is it for us today. Then
I believe we have Ella Chaps in the party.
Hello, champs, you here?
Yes,
Hello.
Hello, Ella Chaps. How are you?
it's fine. But it was not too good. I know. I see. Before I was more slow on the strike line, but I think if Boston not plays me in the wall, I maybe have chance to podium.
Hmm.
But I lose very much in the first stint and must take a early pit stop.
Because we really did realise from the Fords that they had so much straight line speed, yet the Porsches they catched up so much in the corners. Did you realise that, or we're not really paying attention?
Yes, I know the board is very fast, and also Ferrari are fast on the straight line.
Hmm.
I When I practice with Foster, he has me before on the straight line. I have no chance there.
Exactly. Your teammate did quite well today. Another win.
Yes,
Another win to add to the tally, which he's doing quite well. Do you think you'll be able to next weekend? Well, in 2 weeks' time. Do you think you'll be able to battle him for the win at where are we next?
Laguna Seca.
Laguna Seca. Do you think you'll be able to maybe match him for pace? Maybe get them more closer in Laguna Seca?
I don't know if I closer pit, but there are not so much long straight line in the Laguna Seca. I think Porsche have more chance
Hmm.
on the track. It's for me, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
We
Well,
also have another driver in the party as well.
Kamos.
Kamos, how are you?
Very good.
How was your race today? We finished 6th place in the end.
Yeah, and yeah, we're very good.
We're not bad considering where I started down the back with Alan Champs.
Mm.
Qualifying was terrible, I think. Yeah, lap one chance really. Couldn't get the tyres off the temperature and just slid off the track.
Yeah, that's the difficult with the GT cars because you have to get these up to temperature so quickly, and because this,
Short quality as well.
yeah, exactly, only 10 minutes. Do you want it to be longer?
Well, it would benefit, but then it's just gonna like the stream and things like that. I'm sure people don't really want to see the qualifying such as the racing where all the action is real, isn't it?
Very true.
Yeah, because when you do if you do an F1 stream, it's 18 minutes of qualifying, and do you think that would be what you want, or?
I don't really know. I'm not fussed really because starting down the back, it was alright working your way out through the field. I quite enjoyed just picking them one by one. And then I saw the accident of Boston Row and Allo Chance in front. Just squeezed through that. I don't know why. What the hell happened there?
And did you enjoy the battle you had with Allo Champs as well? I think it was you, Allo Champs, and the lapped car led behind you.
Yeah, it was a good battle, but I think Chance could have been a lot quicker than me, but he had damage. I could quite clearly see that. And I was just like, in a straight line, he was really catching up my speed because of that damage.
Mm.
So he kept out in the corners, but down the straight, there wasn't even a point of me defending because he would get nowhere near me because of his damage yet.
Yeah. So, would you go to Gavra and say a little bit longer, or do you think you just leave it for now? Because I mean, as you say, F1 gets 18-minute qualifying sessions when GT only get 10 minutes. Do you think we should leave practice and just go for full qualifying?
Yeah, that could be beneficial because the thing is, like, the way the game's set, the time of year is colder, so it takes a lot longer for the tires to get up to temperature.
Yeah.
There's really no track temperature at all.
So instead of having two 10-minute sessions, do you think one 20-minute qualifying, or do you think like a 5-minute practice or something? Or the way you just get one lap or something, or do you want to just leave it as it is, or?
Well, I don't see why we couldn't try on just one 20-minute quality and things like that. It's trial and error, really, but it's up to other drivers, not just my opinion. What does other champs think on the situation?
What do you think, Hello Champs?
Yes, I think I will have more time on the quality. For example, the practice I don't need. I think better to have something in
Yeah, so that's a thought. That's a thought then, having longer qualifying.
I'll bring that with Gavra as well.
Yeah, because that's longer qualifying then for this league. It'd be better. Maybe try a longer qualifying at like Indianapolis Road Course. So not next time we race, but the time after that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have any issues getting tyre temp at Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be quite an easy track, but as you say, at the time of conditions of, the east of Europe, west of Europe.
But yeah,
It's getting a bit cold. You don't really want that as a track temperature, and you can't really get anything to the tyres.
Well, and the problem is Spa's got such long straights as well. By the time you get any temp through the middle sector, you lose it all on the long straights again.
Yeah, exactly. Because
sorry.
as you got the Camel Straight, and then you've got the one before the bus stop chicane, you got no time to piece up the brake guards, time to heat up the tyres. Yet when you're doing an F1 car, such as the F1 series are doing, it's easy to get in because there's so many corners, and it's easy just to get down the straight line at Spa compared to a GTE car. Because
Yeah,
a
I
GTE
agree.
car, you're only going 150 miles an hour, yet in a Formula 1 car, you're going 200. So,
And we asked Hello Champs the question, and he said he's looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to Laguna Seca though? In 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think Laguna Seca will be a good track. I think it should benefit the Porsche a lot more. So we expect to see us Porsches up front a lot more.
hopefully fighting flip, yeah?
Well, hopefully, yeah.
So, Hello Champs, where do you think in Laguna Seca you may finish now? Where do you think you will well, okay, let me phrase it. Do you think you'll get a podium?
I hope I can take podium, but there are many fast drivers. But I think I have more chance in Laguna Seca for the tracks are better for the Porsche. I think I have more chance, but I think it will be closer race in the Laguna Seca, so you must ride without damage.
Yeah, the one bit of that circuit that I hate is what's it called? Is it the dip where you go down that dip and the
corkscrew.
Yeah, the corkscrew. That's the bit I hate because it always bounces the car along. So, which is
It is a difficult corner.
yeah.
How was Puom today in the GTEs?
It wasn't too bad, to be fair. Because we didn't have much real temperature, we didn't overheat the tyres and struggle for grip through there. It kind of stuck pretty well.
Did you struggle with the rear at all, or was it just fine?
In the closing laps, some stuff.
Quite well.
But well done. I'm gonna ask both. I'm gonna ask both of you this. So, Champs and Kmore. So, were you both surprised with how many people like retired?
Yeah, really. All the couple of disconnects as well.
Yeah, like there was 3 disconnects and the rest were retirements.
Like I said, I nearly crashed on that one anyway because I saw down a bit with one of the BMWs. You know, as you go down Spa, the little bit of the wall as you go up High Rouge, a little bit of the wall that sticks out.
Yep.
You can't actually see that. Someone hit it straight in front of me. Luckily, they ghosted. I reacted to that already. I mean, got massive tanks. I don't know how I saved it. Going up High Rouge.
It wasn't. It was. I think it was Kmore who did that. No. I think it was. Not you. Sorry. Kurt. Kurt. It was Kurt. It begins with A. Oh, it was Snaker. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Do you miss that car or?
We kind of got there with it in the end, but as I said, I tried a couple of cars the other week, GT3,
They were heavy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Very heavy. Yeah.
And then Hello Champs. Do you prefer the Porsche or do you prefer the Audi that you were in? Not.
The Porsche was
No.
and the Audi, but I like the Ford most.
Oh, do
Alright.
you? Interesting. Is it because it's straight on speed around here?
Now I are master in the Ford in most track. I have most drive almost before. The first time I drive Porsche in this championship, and I have more problem with Porsche I have with Ford.
that sounds very familiar. I wanted to drive that Corvette. This was the first time I ever Porsche. It's a very different car, really.
Yeah. No, we don't know who you are on the channel. Sorry, keep talking. Sorry.
I like to drive that Ford, but I know I'm faster than the Ford, but I learn more. And people is very fast in Porsche. They cannot have the same.
Yeah, he's just godly. He's just really cool.
Hmm.
He is in that car.
But thank you very much for joining us, guys. We're going to end off the stream here. So thank you very much. Congratulations, both of you two. Didn't retire at Spa. That's always a cheat. Especially
Yeah.
go for poo on.
If you want to know, I'll just quickly say this to you two because you probably didn't hear it in the stream because you probably weren't. You're focusing on the race. I did an F1 race yesterday, right? I commented on an F1 race yesterday, and out of the 20 cars that race, 10 retired at Eau Rouge and Radion. We had 9 retired there and 1 retired in the pits. So that shows you how bad the race was. But yeah, somebody just said, "Who do you know who I am in the chat?" I don't think we do.
Yeah, it's Jim Clark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Alright. Well, thank you very much for everyone for watching today's stream around Spa-Francorchamps and the GTE Gavra Racing League. Next time out, we are in Laguna, I believe it is, yeah, Laguna Seca in 2 weeks' time. So please hit the bell notification. It will tell you when we are streaming, and also we have many other different championships going on around Gavra. So head down description. There's fun websites, and all of our different social accounts and our donation page. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I've been Ethan. I've been joined by James.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And when Ethan's not here, guys, it'll be just me on my own. So yeah.
Yep, I won't be here for Segato and Watkins Glen.
Alright, so I'll be here for them then with these drivers, and I'm going to say to the two drivers who are still here in the chat, right, in the party, please, I'm begging you, can one of you beat Flip Flip? Come on.
It is. Alright, thank you very much, guys, for watching, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.